The National Catholic Health Service is a private not-for-profit healthcare provider owned by the Catholic Church in Ghana. The institutional health facilities, which began in the early 1950s at a time when there was an urgent need to provide such facilities for rural dwellers who had virtually no access to modern orthodox healthcare, has today metamorphosized into a trust to give it a corporate status to aid its operations. Speaking at a well-attended function to inaugurate the trust, Bishop of the Techiman Catholic Diocese, Most Reverend Dominic Ebuanyako, said the trust will reposition the church's health services to reach the marginalized in the society.
Today's gathering is very historic and memorable. It is hoped that the transformation of the National Catholic Health Service into a trust to be inaugurated today by the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference would mark the rebirth of the health services of the Catholic Church in Ghana and will reposition the Church's health services to continue crisis healing ministry by providing high-quality health care to the poor, sick, and marginalized segments of the Ghanaian society.
Executive Director of the Christian Health Association of Ghana, CHAC, Dr. Peter Ebo, on his part, re-echoed the significant roles played by the Catholic health services, thereby contributing towards the provision of proper healthcare services for the less privileged.
Today, with pride, we join in and warmly welcome and celebrate the rebirth of the Catholic Health Service Trust. For CHAG, the Catholic Health Service is an important constituent member. Indeed, the Catholic Health Service constitutes about 60% of the entire health infrastructure and service output of the Christian Health Association of Ghana.
Presidential advisor and keynote speaker Dr. Anafi Asamoah charged government to extend support in terms of infrastructure to mission hospitals to complement their efforts in the provision of quality health care.
There are rare challenges to the church expansion in health. One is to do with government position and posture to mission health services. I describe that as schizophrenic. Government provides salaries to health workers in the mission sector, which is great. But government does not treat mission facilities as government treats its own facilities. And this becomes evident when it comes to distribution of equipment, of vehicles, of tax waivers, and others.
He was, however, quick to admonish managers of the Catholic Health Services Trust to be innovative in order to survive the current harsh economic conditions across the globe.
By far, the greatest challenge facing the Catholic Health Service and the mission sector is financial sustainability, worsened by our current economic crisis. In the midst of these challenges, business as usual is no longer an option. It requires that we are smarter than we've been in the past, and that is why, for me, the establishment of the trust is very timely.
Chairman of the occasion and Nifahene of the Techiman Traditional Council, Nana Boachi Yadon Pentempre II, charged managers of the new trust to remain focused by respecting the rules and regulations governing their work and that of the country.
Nananum, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, I wish to offer these few pieces of advice to the trust and trustees. They should respect the rules and regulations governing their work and the laws of this country. And above all, that they should help to come out of research findings to save possible fatal health implications or during a pandemic.
Reporting for Joy News, Anas Sabit, Techiman.